Goltens is a worldwide company. We are based in, almost every continent. And we provide diesel services, in situ services, as well as green technologies. And for green technologies, we do laser scanning, we do engineering, as well as production of piping and installation of, for example, ballast water treatment retrofits. There's no golden solution, unfortunately. So every ship has its own requirements. Every ship has its own trading patterns, and it depends a lot on those sort of factors on which system would be the most suitable. So fresh water, for example, is always challenging for treatment systems. So if a vessel is sails a lot on fresh water, then it will be more difficult to find a suitable treatment system. So it really depends, and also how large the ballast pumps are, or what the flow is that needs to be treated. So basically, for each ship, you need a custom solution, to find the most suitable treatment system. There are no real serious implementation problems, but ship owners do need to prepare well in advance. If they wait too long, then there may be implementation problems. So they have to really start well ahead with selecting the system that would suit their vessel and their trading pattern best. And then they should prepare by doing laser scanning, engineering, etc. So they have time to also negotiate with the maker of choice, and then make sure that they get the equipment in time. So time basically is of the essence. So if they postpone, then they may run into implementation issues. But if they are in time, there will be no problem. And find a proper partner, of course, to do this whole implementation with. My advice is mostly not to try to minimize the time, but to try to take as much time as they can possibly afford. So that's the first advice I would give. From the first inspection of the vessel until the actual turning on of the treatment system, it would be smart if they would take 12 months for that, or maybe even a year and a half. But it can be done quicker. But the shorter the time, the more risks you run in a proper execution. So it will be beneficial for the costs, it will be beneficial for the quality to take as much time as possible. Very often the delivery time of the treatment system itself could be the bottleneck, but also the right moment to visit the ship, to do the inspection, etc. So yeah, it is really dependent. But I would really advise, take as much time as possible. Then you will have a really well prepared and also most cost effective installation. We don't offer real financial incentives, although what we do is for larger ship owners with larger fleets, we make longer-term agreements that are definitely more they're cheaper than if it would be a one-by-one project. And then in addition, there are a number of possibilities for ship owners, like there's a European investment fund that can be called upon to assist in these environmental type of costs. And also, for example, the Norwegian government has a export financing promoting program, where if they buy a Norwegian piece of equipment, they will get cheaper funding. So there are different possibilities. We're not a bank, so we don't really offer any financial solutions from our side, but we can guide them to possibilities that are in the market.